Hello guys, and welcome back to another video from me, and today we're going to discuss the newest DC movie, being the Justice League movie, which recently came out. Actually last week was the opening date for that movie. Actually, I was not planning to do a review on it. I mean, I'm not a movie reviewer, but I just want to give you guys my quick thoughts on the movie. I saw it Friday night together with my girlfriend, and I really enjoyed it. It's crazy to think for me that a lot of critics are very divisive on the film, that's saying that it's not a great movie, but it is a step in the right direction for DC. And I thought it was a lot of fun. Honestly, we saw Thor Ragnarok a couple of weeks ago, and in reality, we both enjoyed Justice League a lot more than Thor Ragnarok. I'm kind of getting that Marvel fatigue at the moment. So, therefore, I was excited for Thor, but it was not my favorite movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe at all. It was good, it was entertaining for what it was, but I already forgot about most of the stuff in the movie. It just did not keep me interested long enough, I'd say. But Justice League we saw on Friday, and I thought it was loads of fun, very entertaining movie, very good. It's a very easy narrative to follow the story. You can follow it along. Unlike Batman v Superman, there's not a lot of scenes that are like messy and whatnot. So that's a good thing. Now, before I'm gonna list the pros and cons on Justice League, I'm gonna say my quick thoughts on the previous movies of the DCEU. DC Expanded Universe, being Man of Steel. I absolutely love. I really love Man of Steel. I think it's a great Superman movie. Even though I love the Christopher Reeve stuff, I still love Man of Steel. So it was a very good beginning for DC movies. Then we had Batman v Superman. I really liked that movie in the theater, but when I saw it back at home, I disliked it a little bit more. So I'm still a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a meh film for me. It's good, but it's definitely not great. There are definitely very entertaining scenes in there. The fight between Batman and Superman is great, but I don't like Lex Luthor. It's a weird character portrayal for him. There's other things I don't like, but we'll not get into that. But so Batman v Superman, kind of on the fence about. Suicide Squad, I have seen, I did not like, actually. Suicide Squad is the one that I did not like at all. And then Wonder Woman, of course, Wonder Woman is the best DC film out there from the new DC universe. Absolutely love that. That's a great movie. Saw it in theater as well, and I recently saw it again. It's amazing. So, coming on to Justice League, basically, this plays after the events of Batman v Superman. So, if you guys saw Batman v Superman, at the ending, Superman died. So now in Justice League, there's a new villain in town called Steppenwolf, and he's coming to Earth and Atlantis and other places to find 3 mother boxes. That's basically the story. And basically what the mother boxes do is bring hell on Earth. So basically destroying Earth or the population and whatnot. So basically your run-of-the-mill villain there that wants to destroy humanity and destroy the world. And now it is the task of Batman will take on the task of bringing together the Justice League team, and we are introduced by 3 new characters. We get Aquaman, we get the Flash, and we get Cyborg, which is the 3 new characters. And I have to say those 3 characters really work for me, especially Aquaman and the Flash. The Flash really is the comic relief of the movie. Aquaman, actually, a lot of people think Aquaman is a stupid hero, but he was really cool in this movie. He had some really cool lines, some cool action scenes, and the actor who plays him, Jason Momoa, is a very good actor to play that role. It really makes Aquaman look not such a pussy like a lot of people thought he was. So the actors are great. I didn't really care for Cyborg too much, actually. Cyborg is one of the weakest parts about the movie for me. just one of those things. And then there is great chemistry between the characters all around. There's a lot of scenes that are funny involving the Flash together with Batman and Wonder Woman and whatnot. Flash is the comic relief, but he is very funny. I really like that. Um, then Batman and Wonder Woman are as good as you remember them in their own other movies. So Wonder Woman was a badass female hero that we got in the Wonder Woman standalone film. Still a badass here. She has a great opening scene involving a bank robbery. I'm not gonna say anything else, but that was really cool. And Batman, also very awesome introduction scene in the movie. Really, really cool as well. Then the fight scenes, I really like the fight scenes. I especially liked the first fight scene that they have as a team. Because if I compare it to the Avengers, I mean, the Avengers, I love the Avengers. The first fight scene that they have is, I believe it's like between each other instead of against something else, against a villain. And here they are a team very early on, and they fight off Steppenwolf for the first time. And it's really cool to see and how they react to one another and how everything comes together. Really cool to see. So I really like that as well. And then, of course, the last thing I want to say about pros here is something that a lot of people probably know. Superman does return. I mean, you can't have a Justice League movie without Superman. I'm not going to say what he does, but what he does is amazing. And a lot of fans of Superman as a character will like this character portrayal here as well in the Justice League movie. All I'm going to say is there's a really cool scene the first time you see him back. There's an amazing scene that is kind of a little bit like a spin-off on a scene from Superman 3. So think about that, and then you probably know what I'm talking about. So it's a little spin on that, and I really liked it. And towards the end of the movie, there is more Superman, and it's really cool to see. And Henry Cavill really steals the show. I thought he was one of the best parts of the movie, actually. So now, if I'm getting into a few cons, the CGI was definitely not the best here, especially the last fight scene. There are some shots in the trailer with like the red background and the red sky. That's basically the last fight scene, which you would expect, but it does not look good in the movie. There's just something about the CG does not look good. The overall CG, and then the CG on Cyborg. Very, very weird to say that, but sometimes it looked like it was a floating head. It was just Ray Fisher's head, the actor who plays Cyborg, and then the rest of his body was just non-existent. It was all CG, I believe. Very weird to see, and it just was not good enough for a $300 million movie, I believe. So definitely a little bit disappointed in that. Again, another con. I don't think it's really a big con, but it is Cyborg for me. I just liked him the least of the team, and I did not feel any attachment to the character at all. But, I mean, there's not a lot of attachment that you can have with these new characters because they have to introduce 3 new characters, plus fight Steppenwolf, plus make the Justice League team in a movie that is under 2 hours long. It's like 1 hour 55 minutes long before the credits start, so very short movie in that regard, and it is hard to give all characters a background and then creating the Justice League, so it's hard to do. But I do kind of compare it to Rogue One. I mean, we did not know those characters either. The movie was about 2 hours, 10 minutes or so. So we had to have a little bit of background on those characters. And it's the same in Justice League. You just get a little bit of background story on each character. And that's enough to move the plot forward. And I didn't feel bothered by that at all. It's kind of, you go with it and you see what happens. And it's fine, in my opinion. I liked it. And then another con is Steppenwolf. It's not a big con, but Steppenwolf is not a great villain, but he's just there to create the Justice League team. It's just like a kind of a plot device that he is to make Batman create the Justice League team. So other than that, Steppenwolf had some cool action scenes, but the rest of it was not that great, and also the CG on Steppenwolf as well is not that great either. I don't even think they used a real actor to do the face stuff, like motion capture. So I don't think so. It was CGI. It looked video game CGI. So yeah, that's what weird. So, but overall, I thought the film was a lot of fun and a very entertaining movie. Like I said, enjoyed it more than Thor Ragnarok, to be honest. And I really want to see Justice League again. Another thing that I want to say here is don't listen to the critics, because a lot of critics are giving it a horrible score and saying it is like better than Batman v Superman and better than Suicide Squad, but like a step in the right direction. But it only gets 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a real shame, because I think it would be like, I honestly, if I have to give Justice League score, I would give it a 8 or an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it that much. It's just a fun time at the movie, and I believe that's really what you want to get out of this movie. You don't want to get like a super intricate plot with a lot of complicated things. It's just a lot of fun, in my opinion, and I really enjoyed it. So there you go, guys. That were my somewhat quick thoughts on the new Justice League movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little review. If you guys saw the movie, please leave a comment in the comment section below with your thoughts or whatnot, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.